the end of this chapter, I will give you a nice formula sheet again with all the areas, formulas, area formulas, and perimeter formulas so that you can have a nice screenshot of the summary of everything. Okay. And we're going to do Pythagoras again today. Okay, let's get started. These are the areas of polygons. Okay. Now let's check. We're going to start with the most basic shape, which is a square. So properties of a square. It's Pythagoras. I feel hot. Sorry, that's all. I feel hot. Don't worry. I have a headache, but it's not that deep. It's not that bad. Okay. So area of a square. So remember, property of a square is that all the sides are equal. So to find the area, you're going to say side times side. That's where the side square comes from. Okay, so it's either length times length or breadth times breadth or side times side. That is the most basic formula for area. Next, we move on to a rectangle. Nope, I don't want it to be yellow. So the difference between area of a square and rectangle is that a rectangle has unequal sides. Okay, only the opposite sides are equal. So in this case, you're going to say breadth times height for this specific sketch, or you can just say length times breadth, which is the one we're used to. Okay, area is length times breadth. Okay, it's okay. Welcome, Kwezi. Okay. Next, we have a triangle. And in our triangle, the area will be half of base times height. Now, this just says height, but which specific height do we use for area, guys? We don't just use any height. Which height do we use? Perpendicular height, and Kwezi is here with their bangs. Like, ba, ba, ba. Perpendicular height, okay? That means the one that goes straight up perpendicular on the base. We do not use the slanted height. The slanted height is this one. Remember, slanted means it is leaning over. Okay, so it is supposed to be half of base times perpendicular height. That is our symbol for perpendicular height. All right, nice. And then next we have a trapezium. So the formula for area of trapezium, remember a trapezium is a shape that has one pair of opposite sides that are parallel. Okay. Okay, guys. Miss Simone is here. So she's probably sending DMs to help them. There we go. There we go. Okay. Don't panic. So trapezium, one pair of opposite sides are parallel. What that means is that side A is parallel to side B, so only one pair. In that case, we say half of the sum of A and B, so half of A plus B times perpendicular height again. I know these never write perpendicular, but it's always perpendicular height. All right, are we good? Now, someone said, what is A and B? It's just the two sides. In other formula sheets, it will say side 1 plus side 2. Okay, so it just means the side at the top plus the side at the bottom. Okay, and then we have a parallelogram. Once again, properties of a parallelogram. Both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Therefore, this one is parallel to that one, and the one at the top is parallel to the one at the bottom. That's how we know we have a parallelogram. And this one is the most simplest, in my opinion, yet. It's just base times perpendicular height. Okay, so let me go up a little bit. Screenshotters, this is your time to shine. Let's screenshot quickly, and then get started with the sums. Okay. Whoo, screenshotters assemble. It's all right, Masaho, welcome. Okay. Of course, I'm going to start with a nice data, right? You guys know me well. I'm gonna have a nice starter for you guys. What shape is this and what is the formula for its area? It's here. It's a triangle. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's equilateral. So this is a triangle. And the area is, I saw someone wrote it up there somewhere. Let me go look. There we go. Half of base times perpendicular height. What's my base for this triangle? What's our base? 10. And our perpendicular height is 5. So then my area is 25 watt. What is my unit? Thank you, Quizzy. Centimeters squared. Now I had to have this example because I wanted to emphasize the units. So if you look at this formula, it says half of 10 centimeters times 5 centimeters. Okay, how many centimeters are we multiplying here? How many centimeters? 2. So then it has to be centimeters squared. Okay, don't ever forget this. For area, we are usually multiplying 2 dimensions. Remember, this half is a constant. It doesn't have a unit. Okay, but we have 2 dimensions. We have 10 centimeters and, excuse me, and 5 centimeters. So then the centimeter times centimeters will cause you to have centimeters squared. Okay, so don't forget that. Every time we're doing area, we have centimeters squared. Right. Now for our favorite shape, our trapezium. Someone remind me of the formula for area of trapezium. It's here. Area equals. I just had a whole speech about the area of trapezium. Area equals, anyone? Nice, Emmanuel. Half of A plus B times, I'm guessing you guys want to say height because you both said B. And I don't know if you really think it's B or if that's just a mistake. Times the height. Now we have a problem. Do we have the perpendicular height? Nope. How are we going to get the perpendicular height? Pythag. Okay, let me put letters on this shape so that we can say stuff that makes sense. D, E. So we're in the triangle ADE, right? Now, AD squared plus which one? AD squared plus which one? Oh, you have a question. Oh, I knew you were all going to say AE. I knew you were all going to say AE. Guys, remember, raise your hand, Ropafatso. I'll help you just now. Remember, you do not change the formula for Pythagoras because of what is unknown. You do not do that. Pythagoras says the sum of the 2 shorter sides. It doesn't matter which things you have, which dimensions you have. So the sum of this side plus the bottom side will equal the longest side or your hypotenuse. Okay. So do not swap them around just because you know the hypotenuse and you want a different side. Don't get confused. Okay, if they give us measurement for the perpendicular line, would we ever have to use it or is it just a trick? That's what we want, side. That's our perpendicular height. Do you see my formula? It says perpendicular height. It's this one. That's the height you use in the formula. Okay, so that's the one we wanted. Okay, hands are up. Ropafatso.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, I just wanted to know which one is the A and B. They're in the bracket.
Side 2. Oh, did you come late, Ropafatso? Remember I said it's side 1 plus side 2. Look here on our formula sheet. You see this trapezium?
Yes, ma'am.
A is the side at the top and B is the side at the bottom. So in our case here, it is this side over here, AB plus EC. Okay,
Oh, okay, ma'am.
here
Yes,
we
ma'am.
go. Next. Okay, AD squared plus DE or ED squared equals AE squared. So AD is what we want. So you just leave it as AD squared plus, how long is ED? Yes, Rapafazo.
Ma'am, why are you adding AD and ED? Mustn't you subtract?
No, Rapafazo, look which side I added. AD is which one? The green one that's going down, isn't it?
But it doesn't have a link.
That's what we want. So you start off with the original formula for Pythagoras, okay? Which is this one. Then you're gonna make AD the subject of your formula, which is what we're gonna do just now, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I added the right ones because ED is the one at the bottom and that equals the longest side, which is AE, which is on the correct side, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So how long is ED, guys? How long is ED? 9, there we go. 9 squared equals AE, 15 squared. Now I want AD to be on its own. So what am I going to do with the 9 squared? I want AD to be on its own. Okay, Tsapang says swap. I'm not sure what you mean by swap. Move it to the other side. Thank you. So then 9 will go over to that side and it becomes, thank you. Ganga has written there for me. So it's AD squared equals 15 squared minus 9 squared. How much is 15 squared? 225 minus how much? Oh, now we're moving at a very fast pace and I love it. 81. So then AD squared is how much? 144. How do I get rid of the square? Square root. Nice, Abu. Therefore, AD is 12 centimeters. Okay, now we have our perpendicular height. It is 12 centimeters long. Now, do we have all the things to substitute into our formula? Yes, we do. Now, area equals, how long is side A? How long is side A? That would be AB. 16 plus side B. Side B. Yes, that is okay if you first squared. Oh, nice, Tabang. The first time I did this, it caught me out as well. Okay, be careful. Remember, EC is the sum of 9 and 21. Do you see that? EC is all the way from there to the end. So that would be 30. Okay, 30 times my perpendicular height that we just found out is how much? 12. Okay, calculators out. Half of. So in the brackets, we have a 46 times 12. Half of 46 times 12 is how much? There we go, 276 centimeters squared. Whoo! Woo! How are we feeling about this one, guys? Thumbs up, thumbs down while we screenshot. I'm leaving it here for screenshots. Sanele has a question. Yes, Sanele.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, like, okay, so the Wi-Fi disconnected and I went out, so I didn't know what was happening. Like, why why are we classing the 16 if it's like for the triangle?
No, this whole shape is not a triangle. Do you see? It's a trapezium.
Are we calculating the triangle?
No, we were using the triangle to find the perpendicular height. So you see this 12 centimeters?
Yes, ma'am.
We didn't have it. So part of the formula for a trapezium, area of a trapezium, we need this height. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So what we did was we used this triangle. We used Pythagoras to find this height.
Oh,
And then we use that height and substitute it into the formula. So the formula says, you say half of side 1 plus side 2. Side 1 is 16, do you agree?
yes, ma'am.
And then side 2 is the whole of EC, which is the 9 plus the 21. Do you see?
Which is 30 centimeters.
There we go. So it's 16 plus 30 times the height that we just found, which was 12.
Oh, okay. Thank you, ma'am.
There we go. I hope I've clarified a little bit for you.
Yes, ma'am.
There we go. Nice. Okay. Now, find the area of the parallelogram. Okay. Parallelogram. Remind me of the formula for area of a parallelogram. Forgive me, guys. I was opening the door because I am quite frankly brying in this room. About to have a heat stroke. Woo. Base times perpendicular height. Nice. Oh, it's already cooling down in here. Yo. Okay. Base times perpendicular height. Once again, do we have our perpendicular height? There we go. Abu knew it before I even asked. Pythagoras. Okay, let's do it. So we are in triangle ABE. So let me see. I want to see if you guys remember to add the correct sides. I want to see. Now, so which two sides are we adding on the left-hand side? I'm going to start with the first one. It is AE squared plus which one squared? There we go. BE squared equals AB squared. Okay, we're getting used to this. Okay, how long is AE? How long is AE? 3 millimeters, so 3 squared plus BE, we don't know. That's what we're trying to figure out. Equals, how long is AB? 5 squared. So someone said, can we first square before we transpose? So I'm going to do it here so that you can see that it's possible. It's okay. It's allowed. So this is 9 plus BE squared equals how much? 25. Okay, now we transpose our 9. BE squared equals what? 9 is going over the equal sign. There we go. 25 minus 9, which is how much? 16. Square root both sides. Therefore, the length of BE is 4 millimeters. Okay, now let's write our formula for an area. Rayleigh? Hi, Rayleigh.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, I'm just a bit confused because the way we're taught in my school is we would usually put the side that we're looking for. So example would be like BE squared equals AC squared plus AB squared. So I'm not understanding why
Remember, let's talk about the original formula for Pythagoras, okay? Let me go on the side here and then let's have a crash course quickly on Pythagoras. Okay. Jeez, what did I just do? I just moved my whole screen. Boop. Okay, so this is the original Pythagoras theorem. What does it say? Do you remember?
sorry, ma'am?
What does the original Pythagoras theorem say?
That we have to look for the longer side. You have to find
Yes. So it says AC squared is equal to what?
AB squared,
Plus
BC squared.
BC squared. So you need to hear something really. This formula is true no matter what, okay? So it doesn't matter which one is unknown. This is the formula you use, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
if let's say AB is unknown, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to change the subject of this formula, as in you have to get AB alone. How do you get rid of BC? You're going to transpose it. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
So if you get AB alone, you're going to have AB squared equals AC squared. What's going to happen to BC squared when it goes over the equal sign?
You're gonna subtract it.
It's going to be a minus. Do you see you can't always add?
Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes sense.
Yes. So even if
Thank
you
you.
want BC, you're going to transpose AB. So to make it easier for us, what I always do is I start with the original formula. Okay. So let's go back here to our triangle, which was ABE. So if we go to the original formula, it says the hypotenuse, in this case, it's AB squared. Do you agree?
Yes.
So the hypotenuse is equal to the other two sides squared. So the hypotenuse equals AE squared plus BE squared. We agree?
Mm-hmm.
But this time we wanted BE. So now we transpose the 9. And as you said, if it goes over the equal sign, it becomes a negative. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you so
Okay, I
much,
hope you're
ma'am.
feeling better. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Yo, I have a lot of messages in the chat. Do we need to square the units? Yes. We need to square the units. Not in Pythagoras. No. Look, in Pythagoras, we're going to end up square rooting anyway. So if you end up, let's say you square this. Let's say we square everything, right? In this step, it's going to be 16 millimeters squared. But then you square root it. So it's just going to go back to 4 millimeters. Okay. Tandolo 2, I don't understand what you mean by 25 question mark. It's 5 squared. AB is 5 millimeters. So how much is 5 squared, Tando? Check, check. Okay, so that's where we get the 25. There we go. Hopefully you understand where we get it. Okay. Wow. Wow. There's a lot going on in the chat. Okay, I hope screenshots. Oh no, we're not done. I was already saying screenshotters. What? What is the formula for area of a parallelogram? I know we wrote it up there somewhere. There we go. Base times perpendicular height that we just found now is 4 millimeters. Okay, what's my base? What's my base? I know, Sai, we're going to have to learn it. 7 times my perpendicular height, 4. So then my area is 28 millimeters. It's missing something. Millimeters squared. Thank you very much. Nice. Thumbs up, thumbs down. How are we feeling about this? Really? I'm not sure if your hand was raised from before. I'm going to lower it. If you have a question, raise it again now. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Nice. Dum, dum, dum. Is make sure. I have one in life. People are telling me is make sure. Okay. Now let's get to the interesting stuff in life. I must say cute, but I just said cute. How am I supposed to say cute again? No, but there was a specific way I was saying it. I even forgot how I was saying it. I forgot. Sai. I'm sorry. At the end of the lesson, you must teach me. Okay, guys. So now we're gonna do compound shapes. Okay. We're going to do compound shapes. That just means the shapes that you know put together. There we go. Thank you, Tando. It's the shapes that you know put together. So what two shapes are we seeing here? What two shapes have we here? Abu's like a house. It's a triangle. Is that a square? Can we look at the dimensions? Thank you very much, Sai. How do you know it's a rectangle? How did we figure out that it's a rectangle and not a square? No, you don't guess it. You look at the dimensions. There we go, longer length, okay? The length is 8 meters and the breadth is 6 meters. Remember, in a square, they would both be 8 or they would both be 6, okay? So now we know this is a rectangle. Now, I don't know where to start. Let's start with the area of the rectangle. Area of rectangle. How do we work out the area of a rectangle? Length times breadth, or breadth times height. What's the length and what's the breadth? Or what's the breadth and what's the height? 8 times 6, which is how much? 48 meters squared. So now we're done with the area of the rectangle. Now we need the area of the triangle. We have the base. Do we have our perpendicular height? Nope. How are we gonna get it? Sierra's like, no. It's this one, Sierra. We don't have it. Pythagoras. Nice. Now we have a problem here, guys. We have a 500 centimeters here and 8 meters. What's my problem? Yes, Kia told me something very important. And Abuka told me something very important. Yo, you guys are overachieving here. 500 centimeters to meters. That is, how do we do that? We divide by centi means 100. Centi means 100. Remember century? That's how I remember it. So this is 5 meters. It's okay, Sai. It took me a very long time to remember these conversions, okay? But remember, century means 100. So then it's divided by 100. Nice. So now we have the same units. So we're only going to use one triangle here, okay? There's no need to use all of them. Let me write a F in the middle here. Let's use one triangle, and I'm going to use ABF because it already has the two sides. So BF is how long, guys? Is 4. Yes. I saw Abu's nice long explanation there. Me, I love it, guys. I like it when you overachieve. Do you know that? You must tell people that you are my people. Okay, so now we have two sides and we want AF. Now I'm going back to the theorem of Pythagoras. Give me the formula for the theorem of Pythagoras for triangle ABF. I want to see something. Ropafazo says, why are you dividing by 100? Look here, Ropafazo. We had centimeters here and meters over here. That's a problem. So we wanted the same unit. So you take centimeters. To convert to meters, you have to divide by 100. And then you get meters. Okay. Nice. There's someone in my chat who's overachieving, but she is DMing me. Don't be shy. You're doing so well, man. I love it. Okay, AF squared plus BF. Nice. We're getting it, guys. We are using the correct formula. So AF squared plus BF squared is AB squared. AF is what we're trying to figure out. So I'm just going to leave it there as AF squared. How long is BF, guys? How long is BF? Oh, it is 3. I already know because it's a Pythagorean triplet. Equals 5 squared. Okay. So then AF squared equals 25 minus what? 16. So then AF squared is 9. And if I square root, AF is, therefore, AF is 3. Guys, if you knew this was a Pythagorean triplet, personally, when my learners just know that the other side is 3, I just give them the mark. Okay. If it's 3 and 4, it's usually 5. It's the Pythagorean triplet, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we have our perpendicular height. Area of a triangle formula. Let's go. Area of a triangle. I will write it down just now. Thank you, Tammy. So now we have area of a triangle. Area is half the base times the height. What's my base? What's my base for my triangle? 8. And my perpendicular height that we just figured out now times 3. Okay, what is my area? Nope, it's half of base times height. I will be careful. So what's my area? 12 meters squared. Now we have to add them because the total area will be what? 48 plus 12, which is 60 meters squared. Okay, there we go, guys. Screenshot a screenshot. The base, remember, Hlulani, we're working the area of the big triangle, not one triangle. Okay, so look here. This guy over here. We used 4 in Pythagoras because we were doing Pythagoras for this little guy over here, the small triangle. Okay, but if we're doing the area of the big triangle, we have to use the full base. I hope I've answered your question. I saw other questions at the top, so I'm going to go up and check. Okay, never mind. I don't see them anymore. Okay, screenshots, are we done? Okay, guys, so this is what I'm going to do now. This is what I'm going to do. We used it in a formula, really. Look carefully. So the area of a triangle, half of base times height. So half of the 8 times the 3, which was the perpendicular height. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Okay, guys, I'm going to continue with questions and I'm going to have a brain break at the end. Yeah, you guys are not listening. At the end, okay, so that everyone who wants to leave and do the quiz will do it, and everyone who wants to stay around and stick around for the brain break will stick around for the brain break. Okay. How is the height 3? Jason, we just did Pythagoras. Look here. AF, that's there to there, plus BF, that's there to there, equals AB. And then we did the whole calculation and we found that AF is 3 meters. Okay. Sierra, you'll see what a brain break is. I think you should stay for it. We have a lot of fun in a brain break. Okay. A lot of fun. Okay. Haha. Sanele, remember, we did Pythagoras on the small triangle. Okay, I'm going to draw this on the side. Okay, Pythagoras, this whole side was 8. But we needed to do Pythagoras on this small triangle. So we only used 4 because it's half of 8. Okay, but we want the triangle of the whole triangle. So, I mean the area. We want the area of the whole triangle. So therefore, we have to use the base of 8. So the base of the big triangle is 8, not 4. Okay, do you see this 8 meters here? I hope now we are feeling, yeah. There we go, guys. I am going to block the chat. Actually, I am blocking the chat. Okay, until everyone decides to behave. Now we are doing another question. From now on, you guys will only be able to DM myself and Miss Simone. I suggest you DM me so that I can see your answers and put them up. Okay. Right. So what shapes do we see here? What shapes do we see here? We are on number 3 now. Okay, we see a rectangle. Thank you. And a triangle. How many rectangles do we have? We have 2. So in such questions, guys, I think I actually am going to make this a little bit bigger so that I can show you what we expect in an exam if you get such a shape. Okay. There we go. So in an exam, if you get such a shape, all right, we expect you to split it. I'm going to use a red pen so that you can see where I split it. Okay. There. So there I am making 2 triangles. Okay. And now I'm going to need us to work out the area of how many shapes this time. How many shapes? 3 shapes. Thank you very much, guys. I see your messages in the chat. Okay. So let's start with area of, okay, firstly, I suggest you name them because that just makes life easier. A, B, C. So now we're going to start with area of shape A, which is a what? Shape A is a what? A triangle. So what is the formula for area of a triangle? You guys are doing so well. You are behaving. Half base times height. Nice. What's my base for this triangle? 6. And what's my perpendicular height? Why am I writing the formula again? Nice, guys. How did you get your height? Is anyone who's willing to raise their hand and tell me how you got the height? Nice. Kwezi. Yes, Kwezi.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
To get the height, I with the 2 line thingies, it tells us that the rectangle is equal. So therefore, if you add those 2, it should give you 4.
But we're looking at the triangle, Kwezi. Do you see that?
Oh, okay. Sorry, ma'am. My bad.
No, you're on the right track. Don't run away. So, Kwezi, opposite sides of a rectangle are what?
Are equal, ma'am.
Equal. So that means this yellow part is 2, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
If this yellow part is 2, what do these 2 little lines mean?
They're equal.
Yes, so if this part is 2, how much is the height of the triangle?
It's also 2, ma'am.
It's also 2. So then it's half of 6 times 2. Nice, Kwezi.
Thank you, ma'am.
Do you have a calculator there to work it out for us quickly? Half of 6 times 2. Oh, she's gone. Nipo, do you have a question?
No, ma'am, I don't have a question. I just want to solve this thing.
Oh, I'm I'm sorry already. Do you want to do shape B with me, Nipo?
Ma'am, I can do everything, like the whole thing.
Let's do the whole thing. Let's do the whole thing.
How is,
Okay,
ma'am?
I'm gonna write shape B, and then you're gonna tell me what to write.
So, ma'am, for the area of shape B, it's just like length times height, well, length times base. So it's basically just 6 times 2, which is like 12 centimeters square.
Nice. Okay, shape C.
And then shape C is like 2 times 1.
Nice. Okay, let me first say length times breadth, which is 2 times 1. Therefore, it's how much?
It's just 2 centimeters square.
Okay, now total area.
Then total area basically is, well, I think we have everything, right? Okay, so it's
Yes.
12 centimeters square plus 2 centimeters plus 6 equals 20 centimeters square.
Nice. You came here to Ravaza and you did. Thank you very much, Nipo.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Nice, guys. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna disable the restriction on the chat. You guys may send message to everyone now, and if you don't behave, the same thing is gonna happen. Okay, there we go. Thumbs up, thumbs down. How do we feel about compound shapes, specifically this one? Did I lose anyone in the progress? Someone said I didn't convert the 30 millimeters. We didn't need it, Samuel. We needed it for the perimeter. So look here, if I needed the perimeter, I would have had to add these sides. You agree? But for the area, I did not need the 30. Okay. Don't worry, when we're doing combined questions, then we're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to convert stuff. There we go. Okay, actually my brain is hurting now. My eyes are hurting. So I'm gonna do the brain break anyway. And then one more question before we go off to do the quiz. Okay, hands up for the brain break. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Sierra, please put your hand up for the brain break. Since you said you've never experienced it before, I will do one person before you. And then, oh, go to reactions and press raise hand. Hi, Bobuntle, what do you mean? Have you found it yet? There we go. Okay, Sierra, I'm going to do one more person before you and then it's you, okay? Just to show you how it works. Kubo, are you ready?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
How are you,
Kubo,
ma'am? Yes, ma'am.
do you rather sneeze every 3 minutes or always have the sensation to sneeze but never do?
Yo, ma'am, you know how satisfying a sneeze is, though.
I
Like, ma'am, I gotta
know.
sneeze. Ma'am, I gotta sneeze, ma'am. Yo, like, ma'am, it's so satisfying.
So you'd rather sneeze every 3 minutes?
I gotta sneeze, ma'am. Like, ma'am, having to hold it in. Yo. Ma'am, I rather sneeze.
Whoever chooses sensation, what is wrong with you? That feels
Like, ma'am.
terrible. I'd rather sneeze every 3 minutes, guys. I'll even time it. It's fine. I do have sinuses, guys. I do have sinuses. Mm. Thanks, Kubo. Let's go to Sierra because I promised. Okay, Sierra was like, what's a brain break? Hi, Sierra. You may press unmute. There we go.
Hi, ma'am.
Good. There we go, Sierra. Here's your question. Would you rather spend 5 years in prison for something you didn't do or 10 years for something you did do?
I think I'd rather spend 5 years in prison for something that I did not do.
Never. Never. I'd rather spend the 10 years, guys. At least I know what I did. Imagine sitting in prison for nothing.
Yes, ma'am, but like 10 years is too much.
But at least you did something. Like, at least it's justified. 5 years for nothing is too much, guys. You know, I would never be able to do it. I'm sorry. Woo, 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 woo. Imagine, guys, for nothing. Hello, are you ready?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, hello. Hello, would you rather be an amazing artist or a brilliant mathematician?
Oh, ma'am, a brilliant mathematician.
Ay, bo hello. What about art, my dear? Creativity.
No, ma'am, I'm thinking about the next generation.
So you want to torture them? Do you know Pythagoras was a brilliant mathematician? And look now, you have to do his formulas. He's torturing you.
They will feel our pain.
I can't, actually can't. I'm done with you guys. Okay. I am done. Someone said, how does a brain break work? This answer, what you would rather do, okay? So you just put your answer in the chat. What would you rather do? Yes, Pythagoras is a person. Oh my goodness, Dandelions, I can't believe you don't know that. That's someone's surname, I think. Yes, it is a person. Okay, let's hear who's next. Siam Tanda, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Sia, would you rather win a 2-week vacation or a 1-day shopping spree? But in that 1 day, you can buy like the whole day, unlimited, or 2-week vacation.
1 day shopping spree, ma'am.
Thus, you guys are terrible. I would rather go on vacation, guys.
Ma'am,
Anyway,
on the
guys,
1 day
they say
shopping
you can go
spree,
anywhere. Me, I'd go on vacation. I'm sorry. Guys, what do you want to shop so
ma'am,
badly?
you could actually buy anything you want.
Wow, I'm even afraid of asking Miss Simone. Miss Simone,
This is a hard question, but I think I'm also gonna go on the vacation.
wait till life gets to you guys.
Yeah, what are we gonna do with a 1-day shopping spree? Like, I have clothes,
Exactly.
I have things, it's fine.
Thank you. Someone said, I don't even wear most of my clothes. Same. I'm
Literally.
just gonna buy stuff to sit. Our guys. Margin. Okay, guys, let's move on. Can we do one more question before we check out? Okay. We're doing one more question before we check out. Yo, that is a trap or a delay. Someone's like, babe, you like saying I do. I actually got that habit from someone else. And I'm gonna remind that person what they did. Is a problem. Is a problem. Okay, it's okay, Abu. I will go fetch him. Let's just do these last 2 questions, okay? A and B. Let's start with A. The area of a triangle is 48 meters squared and the base is 16 meters. Calculate the height. What's the formula for area of a triangle? That's where you always start, guys. Formula for area of a triangle. Half base times height. So A equals half base times height. We were given 48 meters squared is the what? That's true, Emmanuel. 48 meters squared is the? Nice, Abu's already there. There's the area, and then what else were we given? 16 meters is the base. So we need to substitute, okay? 48 equals half of 16 times, okay, maybe I should use bracket, times the height that we don't know. What's half times 16? Let's first simplify the right-hand side. A half times 16. There we go. So 48 equals 8h. How do I get rid of that 8? Guys, listen to your dog making a noise. Divide by 8. Therefore, height is 6 meters. See, it's not bad, guys. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Let's do the last one. Area of a square is 36 meters squared. What is the length of one side? Oh, geez. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Area is length squared. So we've been given the area, which is 36 equals length squared. How do I get rid of the squared, guys? Nice, Kwezi. No. Remember, it's length squared. It's not the perimeter. The perimeter is 4 times L. Then we divide by 4. But in this case, we are squared. There we go. We square root. Therefore, length is 6 meters. And we're done.